Hello everybody, welcome to the Hacienda. Ribbit here. Today we're going to make something delicious of my invention, Minimalist Beef Stew. Yeah, and what is Minimalist Beef Stew? Well, we all love beef stew, and you know it's got carrots and onions and celery and radish and all that other kind of stuff. Well, today we're going to make a beef stew that doesn't have all that. All it is going to feature beef and red bell pepper. Yeah. Now we got some thyme here and parsley, and what we're going to do is we're going to reduce the sauce to make the gravy. And what you need is a very, very nice young fruity wine, fruit forward. And Angeline from California, we've known about this wine for before we got married. We were dating. It's very, very fruit forward. It's delicious. It's almost but not quite sweet. It is a really good wine and perfect for this recipe. We are not going to use beef stock. We're going to use my favorite, Better Than Bullion, roasted beef base to make our own stock, and the chef's secret ingredient, Bellwether Farms Crème Fraiche. Let me read you what the label says on that over here. It says Bellwether Farms Crème Fraiche, the chef's secret ingredient. Chefs worldwide use crème fraiche to add that extra special something to their dishes. Now you can be in on their secret. Okay, well, that's not a real secret because I've known about this. Using this stuff helps make a really nice gravy. So we got a 4-pound chuck over here. Let's get going. The first thing we want to do with some butter and olive oil, we want to caramelize 2 onions. Now I've cut up that chuck roast and trimmed it. And what we want to do in the same pot is just brown the outside of the beef until the Maillard reaction sets in, and then set it off to the side with the onions. After getting all the meat cooked and set off to the side, we're going to deglaze this beautiful pot. I got 4.5 cups water. Now we're going to utilize Better Than roasted beef base bouillon. And we're going to add, I'm going to say 2 generous tablespoons, and get that stirred in nicely. We got that pot beautifully deglazed, and I've added the onions and the meat back in there, and it's at medium high. We're going to add 1 generous teaspoon coarse ground black pepper, a generous teaspoon of cheater's garlic. Forgot to get my spoon here. Okay, that's good stuff, cheater's garlic. Alright, and to that, I've got a bouquet garni here made with fresh thyme and parsley. That goes in there. And now it's time for the Angeline Cabernet Sauvignon from California. And yes, we want the entire bottle, because remember, this is Minimalist Beef Stew. Alright, so let's get all that stirred in, bring it down to simmer, and we're going to cook it for at least an hour uncovered. Let that stuff reduce. Alright, after 1 hour of simmering like this, I've fished out the bouquet garni. You notice I did not add any salt. The Better Than Bullion has plenty of it, and it's just right. Now we're going to add the crème fraiche. Let's go ahead and chuck that lid, and we'll add this there, and we're going to stir it up and see how nicely it thickens up the gravy. Okay, that's really good. So now we are going to add the red bell peppers, and off to the side over there we have our pot of little red potatoes boiling that we're going to serve with this stew. And in the time it takes the potatoes to cook, the red bell peppers will be just right. And here we have our bowl of Minimalist beef stew. the delicious beef and the little potatoes, but that's not all. We need some garnishment, and we'll put a little bit of parsley on there. You can put cilantro, or you can skip it all completely. Let's go ahead and dig in. And to go with this delicious stew, we're going to have a nice frosty cold beer. Yeah, Coarse. And we got some nice crusty salt rye over here to go with it. Let's go ahead and try the sauce. Oh, that is so good. I've already tried it. It is just spot on perfect. Oh man. Perfect, perfect, perfect. No need to add salt. Let's go ahead and try the beef here. Okay. So tender. I cooked that stew for 1 hour and 15 minutes. Wow. Chuck is definitely the way to go. Those caramelized onions really added a lot of flavor. And you can see the bell peppers aren't mushy. They're sort of firm still, just like I like them. I don't like mushy vegetables. Let's try that. Oh, it fell on the floor. Let's try this one. Definitely a wonderful recipe. That wine was perfect. You got to get a young fruity wine, just approaching sort of kind of sweet. That is a great recipe, people. Showcase the beef. Don't bury it in all those vegetables. Thanks for watching. Y'all take care.